Hi, I feel like 99% of my videos start with me complaining that I look like an egg, and I definitely look like an egg today. I actually looked worse. I actually looked worse before going out. I then went out, came back, and I looked even more worse. So I need to wash my hair. This is what we're going with. Anyway, I just got back from the grocery store. I went to Tesco because I'm running out of a lot of essentials. And I started to run out of like nearly all of my cans. That's usually like a sign of I need to bulk up. So I went for a little top-up shop and I thought I would share it because I need to sanitize all the groceries anyway, because at least in the UK the virus is still pretty high and we're actually back in our third I've lost count of the lockdowns. We're in lockdown again. We have been for a few months, and so it's kind of advised we sanitize all of our food. So I thought if I'm doing that I might as well show you what I got, because I got a few specialty items. I think I'll put all the prices on screen anyway, but I think this entire shop came to about £14, which is a little bit more than I usually spend on a top-up shop. Usually for like a top-up shop, which is like every week, every other week, it's around £10-ish. But I needed like a few like quote-unquote specialty items, and then I found some just like cool items on sale, so I thought I would try some of those while we're on club card point thing. Three grocery stores I usually go to are like Tesco, Lidl and Aldi. Usually Lidl, Aldi, but because I needed some of the specialty items I decided to just go to Tesco because I knew they were going to be there. And I try to only I max go into 2 shops a week at the moment. Anyway, I've been rambling. I'm not even on coffee and I'm rambling. Anyway, so yeah, I've got like receipts everywhere at the moment because I use like a little scanny thing. So I'm not 100% sure where the receipt is, so I'll just stick numbers on screen. I got 2 bags. The first bag is a Tesco bag, fitting. And then the first thing is Chicago Deep, yeah, this is vegan, thank God. I was like, wait, is this vegan? Chicago Deep Dish 2 cheeseburger pizzas. I've seen people on Instagram talk about these and I haven't been able to find them until now, and they were on offer for $1.50. So I do 2 takeout meals a week, usually on Friday and Saturday to kind of just end the week. And it's usually just me going and like buying like slightly more junkier food. And so these will probably be the takeout this week. Second thing, bread, because I love toast. And this is my favourite bread to make toast with. I love it so much. I think it's vegan. Imagine if we had milk in this whole time. Nope, suitable for vegans, thank you Tesco. So yeah, I eat toast like every day. Okay, so I was joking with the maid, right? Let me just sanitize this while I talk. I was joking, I think it was with the boyfriend actually, or like one of my mates, that I go through cycles of carbohydrates. So usually it's bread, pasta, and noodles, like instant noodles, and at the moment I'm in my bread phase, and then a subsection of that is, regardless of what cycle phase I'm in, I just eat potatoes all the time. So at the moment I'm eating a stupid amount of just toast and potatoes, which honestly I'm 100% okay with. I love toast so much. I usually do like a very, very cheap and a very like dry version of like cheese on toast, which is literally just Nooch and butter, because I don't really like vegan cheese all that much. So yeah, I literally just do Nooch and butter, and it's surprisingly good. It will rip the top of your mouth apart, but it's good. Here we are, some vegetables. The next thing are some chestnut mushrooms. I love mushrooms so much. I know I'm going to take this plastic straight off, but whatever. I love mushrooms so much, and every time I go grocery shopping I will pick up a packet of mushrooms because I'll just go through them. Any type of mushroom really. My favourite are chestnut mushrooms, and luckily they're only like £1 at the moment, and so I just get them, but like any mushroom will do. Another thing that I get all the time, peppers. I am obsessed with bell peppers, and they're very cheap. I'm guessing they're in season. I'm not 100% sure when bell peppers come into season. I'm guessing they are. There isn't really much else to say about bell peppers apart from that I like them. And the last thing in this bag is a frozen bag of cherries. I'm trying, so I've got these daily vitamins, right, or vitamins, as we call them in the UK. I've got a packet of multivitamins that are technically meant to be daily, but I struggle a lot with taking like pills, like anything bigger than like a paracetamol, like half of a paracetamol. And these things are massive because they have vitamin D in it, and I think I think it's either vitamin D or vitamin C, which like usually come in like giant ass capsules. And so the only way I can take these vitamins is by making a smoothie and blending it into the smoothie. And I don't know if that damages the effects of it or whatever, but that's literally the only way I can take it, because I can't cut these things in half. I've tried. I've even got like my new knife on them. I've tried to cut them and I just can't cut them. And so I've been trying to have at least like a small smoothie every day just so I can take these vitamins, mostly the vitamin D. I feel like that's what's been contributing to my slightly depressive mood recently, is the lack of vitamin D, because it is winter here. It's actually been snowing a lot this year and we pretty much get no sun. Like, it's around 10 in the morning that I'm filming this. I went to the grocery store around 9. It's about a 10-minute walk like there and then a 10-minute walk back, and the whole time there was no sun. So doesn't matter how much I walk, there is a high chance I'm not getting enough vitamin D. Although these mushrooms are high in vitamin D now that I look at it. It says it. Oh god, and now, okay, I don't know if I can pick this up because it's quite heavy because I've got a lot of cans in there. And then I always take my backpack with me. And this is my primary everything bag, but primary shopping bag. And it contains the most stuff. So first, got all of these bananas. This is like my prime banana eating stage. If I have to eat bananas raw, I will eat them like this. Otherwise, I have a lot of food issues, like aversions, I guess, and mostly to do with textures. And anything mushier than this, like I've got some here, fruit bowl, I can't eat those. I have to use them in a smoothie or bake with them. Like I just start gagging. And so if I'm going to eat them raw or in porridge or something, they have to be like this level. So anything less than, or anything more than this level, I need to blend them in some form. Don't know why you needed to know that. Next thing is this naked Chinese style green veg broth, veg pot with spring onion and green vegetables. So I saw those vegan guys talk about, I think it was like the Korean barbecue one or something like that. And I was waiting for these to go on club card offer so I could actually get one to try it. And I think this was like 75p instead of £1.50 or something. So I thought I would try it for lunch today. I don't usually get things like this. I'm pretty sure just like Tesco's own like instant noodles are vegan. I know they're at least vegetarian, I'm pretty sure they're vegan as well. So I usually just get like cheap ass in like 20p instant noodles and just have those. And I also make stir fries with them and they're pretty good. But yeah, this was only a few p, so I thought I'd try it. I know not all of them are vegan. I was looking at like all of the other flavours I wanted weren't vegan. They're vegetarian though. So if you're vegetarian, go for it. But yeah, this was like the only vegan one that I could see that I actually wanted to try, so I thought I'd try it. I might add a little taste review at the end of this video, we'll see. This is what I actually went to Tesco for. It was Nooch, because I'm running out already. I go through maybe one pot of this a week. Yeah, a week, Jesus. One pot of this a month to every 2 months-ish, depending on how much I'm using it. Because I go through phases of using a ton of it, and then I just won't use it for like weeks on end. Yeah, everybody knows what Nooch is. I don't have to explain it. I mostly use it on toast and on pasta. So that's why I went to Tesco, because that's the only grocery store I can think of apart from Holland and Barrett and Sainsbury's, and I didn't want to walk all the way to Sainsbury's. So next thing is a packet of chickpeas. So I'm trying to get into using dry beans. I've got a packet of black beans somewhere because I'm going to make that pineapple and black bean stew that those vegan guys have been recommending, because I like warm pineapple, and that's literally the only reason I want to try it, is I will find any reason to eat warm pineapple. I think everybody goes on about how dry beans are technically healthier and cost less, so I thought I would go about a month or so trying some dry beans, and I'll see how that goes. And also they're just easier to carry back and it's easier to store them and all of that. So yeah, just got some, and I eat a lot of chickpeas. Like this won't even last me a month, this might last me 2 weeks max. I eat, like, chickpeas are my favourite bean, I eat a lot of them. Next thing is some tomato puree. I don't really like canned tomatoes. I don't like chunky tomatoes. I'll either eat whole tomatoes, like fresh tomatoes, or I'll use this primarily. Honestly, I should have picked up 2 of these because I go through at least 1 of these a week, just from like making pastas and everything, so And then, contradicting that statement I just said, I've got 2 cans of chopped tomatoes. again for that stew, but also just I like, when I pick up cans I always pick up 2. Mostly like when I pick up like most dry things I usually just pick up 2, so it's like a little stock up. I'm not going to move the camera because I can't be bothered, but basically you're on a book, like a tiny ass bookshelf from Wilco's that I use. It's like a nightstand, and then like the bottom shelf is where I keep all my canned things, and usually it's like packed because it's cheap and I'm a broke student and I like cheap food. Usually when it comes to soups I will use canned tomatoes to bulk it out a little bit, but I tend not to try. I tend to just use the tomato puree really. Next thing is sweet corn. Again, I got 2 of them. I like sweet corn. I eat it with pretty much every meal. I've been making a lot of like gardener's pies, like just basically like veganized like cottage pies, and I will always serve them with mushy peas and sweet corn because they're cheap and it's filling and it's adding more vegetables to my diet. And I'm primarily a vegetable eater. I will eat fruit, I do enjoy fruit, but I will eat vegetables with literally everything. And sweet corn is a good way to do that. Next thing, just some peas. Again, 2 cans. Again, I eat a lot of peas. I should have picked up some mushy peas now that I think about it. I've got my last can in my fridge. I opened it. Actually, it might have gone off by now. Probably should go and look at that in a bit. Sanitizing me peas. Give me a moment. And then the last thing, last but not least, soy milk. I tend to drink the cheapest stuff. Okay, the thing is, I don't like the taste of normal milk, and I don't like the taste of like most vegan milks either. But I drink a lot of hot drinks, and I can only have hot drinks with milk in them. So I just try and get the cheapest drinks, and at least I can't taste it. Although I probably should start buying higher quality milk like Alpro, because like for some reason with tea it's perfectly fine, but with coffee it curdles, and it might be a chemical reaction thing or the acidity or something like that, but yeah, it just curdles. And no matter, like I've tried all of the tricks, the only way I can get it not to curdle is with my French press, because temperature, obviously, like it's not as hot, and when I'm making a coffee I can't be asked to wait for it to like cool down, so which is, yeah, partly my fault I guess. But yeah, I should probably start buying Alpro, but it's so expensive. Like these are like 55p each compared to Alpro, which is like £1. I think when it's not on offer it's about £1.50 here. So I prefer to just buy these and suffer the consequences of curdle coffee rather than like buy Alpro because I'm that cheap. But yeah, that was everything for my little top-up shop. I'm gonna go and wash my hands again because obviously I've just been touching things that weren't sanitized to sanitize them, and then I'll come back and arrange this somewhat nicely and I'll do a little overview shot of everything, and that's about it. So sorry for rambling so much. I'm sorry if I sound dead inside. I'm trying to like wean myself off coffee. I've had 1 cup today instead of like the 6 I would have had by now. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little grocery top-up haul thing, and I'll see you in the next video, which might come out Wednesday, and it might be a failed recipe video if I'm doing my schedule right, because I filmed a pasta bake and it didn't go well, or a meatball bake and it didn't go well, and I'm so mad because I wasted so many meatballs on it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.